Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel. And before we get into this video, I just have a few announcements to make. For starters, I would like to say I have 64 subscribers. I'm so happy. But on a real note, thanks guys, whoever is out there and went under my channel, looked at my videos, and said, you know what, she's an amateur, but I really like her content. Someone just hit that subscribe button. But yeah, I just want to say thank you to you guys so much. I really appreciate it because it takes a lot of confidence to come out like I'm talking, like I'm actually doing something. But it takes a lot of confidence to sit in front of a camera, edit it, and then upload it to YouTube for a bunch of different strangers to look at and judge you. But the last thing I want to say before I get into this is, yeah, I don't really have nothing else to say. I would say subscribe to my channel, but honestly, if you're new here, then I really haven't given you much reason to subscribe to my channel. So, to give you a reason, finish watching this video. Anyway, hey, so one of the questions I got was, is there a dress code at TSU? So I'm going to be honest with you guys, there is not a dress code at TSU, but I'm going to tell you how people dress. So basically, let me start off with me. How do I dress? I wear a sweatshirt, sweatpants, slides, excuse me, and sneakers. I do dress up, but for the most part, that's my wardrobe because I really can't see myself getting up every day to want to just dress up. And I kind of left most of my clothes at home because I packed like a dummy. I don't know why I packed like that. But yeah, though, that's how I dress. But on campus, a lot of girls do dress nice. Like, I see a lot of girls, their hair are done. It's like maybe wigs, big afros, braids. Either way, they usually look really good. They dress nice, makeup. So that's how the girls on campus usually dress. Guys, I'm not gonna really lie, I really don't pay attention to a lot of guys and how they dress. They dress pretty casual. I don't really see a lot of people dressing like they're bums. I'm pretty much the only bum dresser there, and I'm alright with that. I can live with myself. I can live with being the bum dresser at TSU. Another thing is, though, depending on your major and what classes you take, you are going to need to wear professional clothes, like business clothes, or depending if there are things going on campus, like organization wise, they have internship fairs, career fairs, just things on campus. Sometimes they require you to dress business casual or just business professional, so please keep that in mind. And not only that, please come here, freshmen, owning a white dress or money to buy a white dress, ladies. And then guys, please make sure you have something nice to wear, because I think late August or early September we have convocation and you have to dress a certain way. There is a dress code. I mean, I don't think they're going to stop you from entering convocation, but it's one of those situations where everyone gets the memo, everyone's dressed accordingly, and you don't want to be that odd person out, because you're going to feel like an oddball. You're going to be sitting there like a little oddball. But yeah, that's really how the dress code, I mean, there's not a dress code, but that's how everyone dresses on campus. So someone asked me, what dorms do I recommend, and are the new dorms ready yet? Before I came to TSU, I remember they said something about some new dorms supposed to be coming. That's not coming till I think my junior year. I'm a rising sophomore. So no, the new dorms are not ready yet. They are building a new building for something. I don't know. Anyway, what dorms I recommend? Honestly, what dorms do I recommend for the guys? And I really can't like recommend dorms for the guys because I'm not a guy. I'm not gonna be living in the guy dorms. But most guys stay in Watson. There's Watson, there's Boyd, and I think those are the only 2 all-male dorms. And then there's Hale, that's the co-ed honors dorm, or that's the athletics dorm. And then there's Rudolph, Epps, and Wilson. Rudolph, Epps, and Wilson, those are all female dorms. What dorms do I recommend, though? Let's get to it. If you want to be around other freshmen, I would recommend being in the mostly freshman dorm, guy or girls. But Wilson, and I don't know why Watson doesn't have this reputation because they just as bad as Wilson. Be a little on the, I don't know, I don't want to be mean, but they be nasty, they be loud, and they get in a lot of trouble. Mostly Wilson because they're harder on the girls. If you want to know the tea on Wilson, just let me know in the comment section. If no one wants to hear the tea on Wilson, I won't make a video. But if you're a freshman and you're deciding whether you want to go to Wilson or a different dorm, I would recommend, this is how you should pick it. If you want to be around other freshman girls, then pick Wilson dorm, because you're going to be around a bunch of freshman girls. It's not an all freshman girls dorm, but it's mostly freshmen. I would recommend picking Wilson if you want to be around freshman girls. If you want to be somewhere nicer, I would not recommend putting Wilson as your first choice. I wouldn't even think about doing that. I would probably put Rudolph and Hale as your first 2 choices, and then Epps. Like, don't put Epps as your first 2 because apparently, I haven't lived in Epps, but it's just what people have told me. They say Epps is about as bad as Wilson. So what I would do is put Hale first, Rudolph second, or Rudolph first, Hale second. If you even qualify for Hale, Hale is the co-ed dorm. That's what I have to say about dorms. If you want to know more about Wilson, just let me know. Someone asked me if, so the next question is, was it easy for me to make friends? To be honest, yeah, it actually was pretty easy for me to make friends, not gonna lie. It's kind of hard for me to acknowledge that I have friends, but that's more of a personal issue no matter what school I go to. If you're worried about making friends on campus, that's totally understandable. Most people are. Some people won't admit it, but once you get to talking to people, you realize that you guys are in the same boat, and you're thinking about the same things. How I want to make friends. Like, obviously you don't want to like move away to a new school. You're happy, you're excited, but you're nervous about friends. Well, I'm gonna be honest with you, TSU, make sure that you're good in that department. During freshman week, there's a lot of icebreakers. If you haven't seen my first video on freshman advice, you should definitely click this little thing up in the corner and watch that video, or wait until you watch this video and then click on. Anyway, shit, what was I saying? Oh yeah, sorry. But yeah, freshman week has a lot of icebreakers, and then on campus itself there are a lot of activities that you can do. The only thing is you have to put yourself out there a little bit. I'm not saying you have to be this big outgoing person, but you're not going to really be making a lot of friends if you're sitting in your dorm. You just gonna be making fun. You're not gonna be like, bro, I can't talk. You're not gonna be making a lot of friends if you're sitting in your dorm room. You're gonna make friends with desk buddies, okay? So you have to put yourself out there just a little bit. You don't have to put yourself out there a lot, but just put yourself out there a little bit so you can make friends. There are a lot of things like Courtyard Wednesday. They have movie nights. They have a lot of opportunities on campus to meet new people, make friends, and other things. So, oh, and I'm just gonna tie this in right now so I don't have to keep hopping around. Did I personally make a lot of friends? I did. I made a lot of friends. So I'm gonna just leave it at that. Someone asked me, how are the classes on campus? The campus, thing. How are the classes on campus? The classes on campus, they're pretty moderate size. They're about 15 people. At least in my classes, about 15 people. One of my classes I had 8. So it varies. But for the most part, I'm just going to give you an estimate. The classes can be small or pretty medium sized. But I don't think you're really going to be having one of those classes where there's like over 100 people in there. Because I know there are people, my friend, she goes to University of West Georgia. I know she said that there was like over 100 people in one of her classes. Actually, I think a lot of her classes, over 100 people. More than likely, for some weird reason, if you do have about 100 people in your class, which I promise you, you're more than likely not going to have that. But if you do, it's not good. They're not going to be, it's not gonna be like you have a lot of classes where there's gonna be 100 people in there. But I really don't think the classes get that big. At least my classes haven't. Anyway, so how are the people at TSU? Let me just start off by saying most people that go to TSU are either from Memphis, Atlanta, or Chicago. That's all you're gonna hear. That's where most people are from. When you go to TSU, there's a lot of people from there. But how are people at TSU? I really don't know how to answer that question. I guess I really don't know how to answer that question. I feel like people are pretty understanding about you being nervous about starting a whole new chapter in your life. So, I'm gonna just say, I guess people are pretty understanding when it comes to stuff like that. Excuse me. But that's pretty much all I can really say on that situation is, that I'm really not, yeah, that's all I can say on that. And last but not least, how was my freshman year? To be honest, I think my freshman year was honestly an emotional roller coaster. When I first came to TSU, I was nervous, excited, mostly excited. Like, I feel like, I'm not gonna say I went buck wild, but I had a lot of fun. My first half of first semester, more towards like the last month and a half of school, I'm not gonna lie, I was kind of sad. I was really depressed, like really, really depressed. Like, I kind of stayed in my dorm. I'm not gonna say what happened because I don't want to put my business out there like that, but I was just kind of really stuck clinging to myself. I was in my dorm. Second semester, I felt like that was going a lot better. I was definitely happier about my second semester because I had decided that I was going to put myself out there more, and I was doing things more. I was getting out in TSC more. And then COVID-19 kind of happened and just really kind of destroyed my dreams of really like being outgoing second semester. Like, yeah, kind of just crushed them. But my freshman year, I went to parties. I went to different activities on TSU campus. It's definitely a culture shock because I came from a PWI. So coming from a PWI to an HBCU, that was definitely a culture shock about that. Like, for so many reasons. And I'll probably get into that in a different video. So honestly, I feel like my freshman year of college, it was an emotional roller coaster. So yeah, I honestly hope that your first semester, freshman year, goes great. There's a lot of things I wish I could have did, but you know, I got the next 3 years to look forward to, and I'm definitely going to take advantage of that. My advice to you is, don't be scared to try new things. If you've never gone to a party, go to a party, but go with someone you trust. Make sure you stay on top of your grades, and just have a safe, fun freshman year. So that's the end of my Q&A. If there weren't a lot of questions, I mean, shoot, I only got 64 subscribers, so, and a lot of them are already in college, because thank you to my friends and family for subscribing to me. I really appreciate y'all. But yeah, so that's the end of my Q&A. If you guys have any more questions, I will gladly answer that, and do another Q&A. I've decided that I'm going to keep doing Q&As until I accumulate a certain amount of questions. So this is not going to be my last Q&A. This is my first, but definitely not the last. So if you have any questions that you want me to answer, or if there's a specific topic you want me to address, I will. Like, for example, if you want me to go more in depth about dorms, I can do that. College relationships, anything in that area, I will try to answer that to the best of my ability, and yeah, I'll make a new video about it. So thank you guys for watching my video. I really appreciate it for even getting this far, because once you do the research, you realize most people do not finish watching your videos. So thank you guys so much for getting this far into my video. Please go ahead and like that, please go ahead and like this video. Subscribe if you enjoyed this video. And yeah, give it 2 thumbs up, guys. Comment, like, subscribe.